What's up, family? What's up? How you guys doing? Hope y'all doing good. Here with my wife, Tanya. Say hi to me.
Hey everyone, how y'all doing?
Yeah, so guys, we haven't get the chance to build a video from New York. So Tanya have five things that she's that we want to talk about our trip to New York. It was it was crazy, and it was the first time for both of us to New York. So we learned a lot, and it's just crazy. But she's gonna do most of the talking on this and elaborate more on it. But right now we are on our way to Mississippi. So we are in Alabama. We are in a rest stop right now for a few hours. See if we can get some rest. But we gotta say hi to you guys and let you guys know what's up. Yeah, we got a how much pound is it?
Oh my God, I think it was 265.
Yeah, we got a box or a crate, you can say, bring into Mississippi. It's a two-piece, but we haven't get the other pieces yet. We haven't get to pick up the other pieces yet. But this piece we got is very, very light, and the money was worth it. And plus, we're not going through any toll, so our profit should be good. So Tana's gonna tell our journey to New York. I think we did that last week or week before. Yeah, last week before. Last week I went to Florida, so this week before. So Tanya, take it over.
Hey guys. One one of the things I wanted to elaborate on is we do have a cargo van. We have a Chevy cargo van. I know everybody's probably wondering um, what rates are we getting. Um, the rates that we're getting now is no less than $1 a mile, sometimes more, maybe 115, 120, 150, because of how the economy is right now. Now we are newbies to the industry, but we did do our research. However, mind you, that we did start out with the courier services, and we were getting 110 per package load, and then some cents per mile. I think it was like 27 cents. It was
Yeah,
very, very low.
point.
So you had to carry a whole lot of packages, and if it was, the only thing it mattered if you was going to different locations. So one location may have had 8, 10, 12, 15 boxes going in that one place, and that's all that count. That it's like 20 cents after the first two boxes or something. So that didn't make any sense to us. Now we figure doing 40 hours a week, a 9 to 5. Um, the lowest that I might charge, $17 to $25 an hour. If we pick a load, say for example, for 1,500, and it's going 1,500 miles, and it takes us as team drivers to go there and come back one day, right? You leave one day, you drop it off the morning, and you head on back home, and you end up back home sometime in the morning or whatever, 1 to 2 days. Well, we figure that's a pretty good profit.
Yeah.
Then going to work 40 hours a week, you know, that 40 hours you're away from your family, relationships become watered down, and you become tired. Everybody wants to recuperate after an 8-hour day.
And plus, mostly we take partials. We try to take partials over full loads. So like when we're going distance, we try to look for partials.
Right,
Partial meaning like we can bring two loads instead of one.
right,
So if you're gonna do that, you gotta know your exact width, length, and
Height.
depth and height of your vehicle to do that. So that's what we mostly do when we're doing long distance. Because if you're gonna get a full load long distance, trust me, guys, it's not gonna worth it.
Nope. If you're gonna get a full load with the cargo van, you need to charge $2, $2 or more a load
Yeah,
because it's it's gonna either equal out to $1 or a little bit less than that. So that's how we are running our business. We like to do partials only. The other reason why we like to do partials because if you do a load, pick up a load on the load with the load board or broker, majority of the time, if it is categorized as a full load, they will not allow any um,
and the partial loads.
double booking. I guess that's what you want to say. But with the partial loads, it's okay. And like my husband said, as well to knowing your height, width, and length of your vehicle, you need to know your maximum payload. Um, for our cargo van, we're at 2,500. So we have a piece that's 265 pounds right now. While he's driving, I'm looking on the load board through all the states and cities that we are going to go through, and I'm going to pick up something that we can handle with the rest of our weight that we have. So I subtract that 256 from 2,500, and that leaves us about a little shy of 2,200 more pounds that we can pick up and go. Now, granted, we don't want to get to the max because the max means that it's going to require more gas, and it's harder on the suspensions, and it's more harder on the motor and stuff like that. And from what we've been researching, we see what other people have capped out at like 2,200. So that's kind of our thing. We just kind of cap out. And if the standard load boards aren't working with you, standard meaning general freight from businesses, you can also look up Use Shiply, Shipley, Motherboard, any one of those to get to the consumer, to get to the residential stuff. Like people that's sold furniture across the country and they needed to get there and all that stuff. So you can always pick up those kind of loads. And that's what we've been doing to kind of make up. Now, the loads may start at 900, and by the time we get to where we're going, it'll be 1,600, and then we have that whole time to work on building a load on the way back, because you never want to confirm a load until you actually empty, because what happens when you get there and they can't unload you can get detention and tonos and all that stuff, but it still won't equal to a fee that you'll owe to a broker for not picking up the load on time. So never do that. Never double book, because you can't control your time. And we were just stuck in traffic for 45 minutes, and that's one of the reasons why we like to leave early the day before, for unexpected things that may happen like that. Now that I've said that, let's go over to the 5 things that we could have did better on our first load.
To New York.
It was to Massachusetts, but we did stay over in New York.
Yeah.
Number one, what was it I said?
Yeah, I think number one, you should definitely see how much tolls you're gonna go through.
Oh my God.
That's the first.
We didn't consider the tolls.
Yeah, no one told us about the tolls.
We did like 10 tolls, I think, and we had no cash. Who carries cash anymore? So make sure you have some cash. When we got to New Jersey, and they do the self pump there, you just kind of watch those guys that do the self pump, because we kind of feel like that the prices was hacked up, added on, because we ended up paying way more money at that New Jersey self pay pump.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you call it? Where they serve you there?
Yeah.
They pump.
They pump the gas for you.
They pump the gas for you, and on the way back, it was cheaper, the same price, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And ended up being a lot cheaper, which it didn't make any sense to us. So I don't know what happened with that, but I don't know, that just wasn't right to me. So don't just sit around and let these people take your car and stuff. I get out and watch, and I watched that second guy, and I know he felt like I was on his nerves, but I mean, everything counts in our budget. That was the first two things, right?
Mm-hmm.
The next thing, number three, make sure you get the measurements. I was so happy when I won this bid because I forgot the darn measurements. And that kind of made it complicated to find another load because it did take up a lot of room. So the first pickup should have been a full, and I should have charged for the full.
Yeah, they lied to us.
Yeah.
They told us the measurement and the weight, and when we went to pick up, it was way bigger than what they told us.
And it was in an irregular shape.
Yeah, and
so you couldn't fit another.
Yeah, we
could fit probably couches in there, TVs that people are moving, whatever, but we could not fit a standard pallet in there. So it made it very difficult. The whole time we crossed like 7 or 8 states, I was working very hard to find extra loads.
We got to turn down so many other loads because they lied to us and tell us the weight on this package, and when we went there, it was totally, and we already signed and accept this load. So that's the thing, before you accept, I'm not sure.
Ask them for their width, their length, and their height. Do your measurements.
Yeah, make sure if you can even get a picture, that will be good. Because we asked them for pictures as well.
So one of the things I did to alleviate that from happening again is I went to freeprintables.com and I printed off the inches to feet conversion chart. So now once I'm talking to them, I could just look down and I already know my measurements for our cargo van. If you need that, just reach out to me. I can get the standard cargo van measurements for you.
We're outside. A lot of flies.
So that was number 3. Make sure. And I think the other thing would be the roads and the road conditions.
Number 4.
Make sure.
As we said, guys, this was our first time going through New York. So the road, the traffic, man, we spent 4 hours in traffic trying to get out of New York. 4 hours.
We didn't take that in consideration. So that the traffic alone was also a big burden trying to get good, because we're trying to maximize our payload on the way back. We don't want to do 1 or 2 if we could fit 3 or 4. We don't want to do that. So we had to limit ourselves because we didn't know when we were getting out of traffic.
Yeah.
And if we would have signed a rate con for somewhere on the other side of it, we'd have been in trouble. We'd have owed, fees and fines and stuff for not showing up on time and this, that, and the third. So, and then, a lot of times if you're same day booking and you're in the area, this require expedited or ASAP pickup. So those you really can't do unless you know that you're on your darn way. And we weren't on our way. We ended up going through Brooklyn and the Bronx. And then we got stuck behind people that just randomly parked in the middle at the light. Like we sitting at the light, and somebody just get out and leave the car right there. Walk across the street and went in the store right in the middle of traffic. I said, "Oh my goodness, I don't think I'm coming back through here no more unless it's for the right payload."
So the 5th and final one, guys. To me, I think that if you're gonna go in New York or through New York, try your best to find out how much tolls. I know we said it's the number 1, but we lost a lot. We lost probably like $200 in toll, or close to 200. We haven't got the bill as yet.
We'll get the bill in the mail.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's gonna be about 100.
I think it's gonna be 150, 180.
I mean, you guys let us know if you know about how much the tolls cost. We had $4 in cash, and we paid one toll, and we were so happy. We were like, "Woo! There's
Yeah,
another one."
yeah.
So we
So
went through so many
make
tolls.
sure check out these tolls and add these tolls in your bid.
Right.
Make sure you do that, guys. Add these tolls in your bid. So when you're bidding, uh, check up these things before. Because when you're in the position of bidding, you can't leave bid and go on and do whatever. You gotta make sure you know these things first. Like now we know how much tolls is gonna be to go through New York or to New York. So we already wrote that down. So whenever we get a bid for New York, we gotta make sure it's worth it. So if they don't want to pay that, we ain't doing it.
And then
Definitely, we ain't doing it.
Right. And then I have a friend who goes through who takes up north loads, because that's where the hot commodity is too. I mean, it's hot up there in
Florida,
the
New York,
Pennsylvania, Massachusetts area.
the North, the North
for
states,
cargo
they're
vans.
good for cargo van. The North states.
But and Chris' sister also confirmed this. At night driving is the best.
Yeah.
We were driving in the day.
Yeah.
Weekend driving is the best. We were driving on the weekday. So we was in all the wrong areas.
Yeah.
But it was great to see, great to learn. It was very
really
rewarding.
And the offer was good. So, and it was our first cross state, it was our first long trip, so we were excited to go to New York and to see family, because after all, this family is about business. This channel is about business and family. So we were so excited. We still made profit, but the profit shrunk really devalued because of the toll and the time in traffic. We couldn't get to book another load, so a lot of dead hours catch us. But we really, really learned. And my wife, she writes down everything. Yeah, she writes down everything. So that's the whole thing that you gotta learn from your experience in this business.
Definitely, and your network is your net worth. So don't be afraid to drop them cards. Don't be afraid to reach out to people. We were going through Atlanta just now, and I was Googling manufacturing companies in the area, because I was going to say, hey, we here. Y'all got anything going this way? And I've gotten a couple load offers from that way and in Texas, people who I've never met before. I still bid on loads that I know that's probably been out there for a while. Hey, or if I'm not in the area and I anticipate I'm going to be in the area, I'll just give them a call. I had a load yesterday. I'm not going to be there till October the 3rd. I'll be in the area. If you have anything going back out, let me know. 20 minutes later, he emailed me, hey, I got something coming out October the 3rd. Can you manage it? Yeah, I can manage it. The price is right. And then negotiate and start it.
Yep.
So just don't get discouraged about what you see. Always just be polite, courteous, and professional. And that has taken me across all of our businesses, being that way. So.
Okay, guys, we don't want to keep y'all too long. We're definitely going to put more videos. We're definitely going to tell you about this trip we're on further on. We're already making videos along the way. And we just want to say, as my wife said, dream ain't cheap. Ambition ain't free. So make sure you choose right. Don't waste time on something that a lot of people get caught up in the time at the moment, because everyone's doing it. They just jump on the bandwagon and say, I'm gonna try that. They're making money, but trust me, this business we put a lot of it takes some. I didn't know it will take so much money and sacrifice, but it does. These people that say they made 7.5 in a week, and they're not telling you the back end of all of this. The insurance. We're gonna talk about all of this, guys, but as I said, we don't want to keep you up. So, as I said, one love.
One love, guys.
Bye bye for now. Cargo Jam Rock.